Okay, so I want to make sure that the AI does not get mixed up with my site versus your site. And right now, I wouldn't do this in code because I want to flush out the gaps first. So me personally, I would just use Claude, and I would want to do this as a project. I want to isolate it.
Okay.
Did I spell that correctly, Heather?
Okay. And actually, I'm just thinking, so that's just an alias that points to our main domain where everything sits. So should I actually give you the main domain? It's just longer or
Let's see what AI.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really interesting. For this one, I think do I want to do Fable 5?
Okay. Use Fable.
Okay. So this is how I'd approach it, Heather. First I want to find out where the gaps are, right? Like I want it to review the site and tell me what it finds about it.
Okay. And sorry, I'm thinking, is this fair to others? So would it be better to build a website together from scratch? Because this will be very interesting for me, but not for others necessarily.
That's a good question. What does everyone think? Do you want to see how we would dive into this and find the gaps and identify it? Or would you want to build something from scratch? We're happy to
over here because as myself, I already have a bunch of website already built. Like, it's to the stage we want to update. Yeah,
You're asking to see one built from scratch or go from Heather's. That's already.
I don't mind, but it was better. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Cool. I'll interject one minor thing here. Crystal was asking about cowork. This stuff on the far right-hand side is one of the big pieces of cowork. Is it allows you to do instructions, and the instructions are in an LLM. They have the system prompt and the user prompt. The system prompt is where you say you are you are part of a design organization that specializes in creating beautiful websites for customers. And you can give it very specific instructions of things that you always want to use. Be very good place to say, do not ever use M dashes or anything like that you want. That's what you would go into the project instructions. And then those would remain in any of the sessions you created while you have that project open.
Okay.
From other stuff in there like memory and file uploads and other steps.
So in this case, it's referencing the profile that I set up, right? So I may or may not want to do this. So I'm telling it here, use this style, open with specific personal details, not generic backstory, use short declarative sentences, very length for rhythm, write like you're talking to a friend, plain language, no jargon, being quantitative, not salesy, actively point out cheaper, simpler alternatives, include strategic vulnerabilities, like admitting limits, talking people out of purchases. This is all very specific to my brand. So in this case, I don't want to apply this to Heather's website, right? So I may have to ask it to.
I think you're okay, Rhea, because I think that the stuff in there is generic enough. Like it gets specific about New Idea Machine. It's just mainly more generic stuff.
And it's like anti-sales and such. I don't know. To me, it's very brand specific. I think I may have to start a brand new project and tell it this is just an example, just to be on the safe side. This is an example. Don't follow my profile settings.
I love the videos on your website, Heather. I'm getting distracted by these.
Yeah, they're
Down the river.
a company do those for us, and yeah, we love them. They really let people know what the experience is like.
Yeah. Did you stage everything for the video, or did you just go out there with live stuff?
Yeah, no, it's all just it was a busy day, but no, not staged at all. So real customers,
Did you have model releases and that from everybody?
Yeah. From anyone we videoed and photographed. Yeah.
That's cool.
So right now it's crawling and analyzing your website, and it's assessing SEO, GEO, AI visibility, deliver gap analysis. It's running all of this. So now it's saying, okay, can it access these pages?
Yes. That's the old long URL, and that everything points to. If I have different, like .ca is pointing to that. Yes.
Yeah. So
Maybe
you're picked up on that. So I'm going to say allow. I could do once, or allow for this website, or I can deny it. And Crystal, earlier you were asking about having it access your information. This is the prompt that it will give you. So in this case, I'm just going to say allow.
Yeah.
And now it's doing its work.
Okay.
And here you can see it's going to the different URLs. It's doing its magic behind the scenes. And I wasn't kidding earlier when I said that the builders, the creators of AI do not understand how AI works, because now AI is spinning up its own language, its own process that is invisible to the creators.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. And a little bit scary.
I love it, but we've all seen the Space Odyssey movie, right? So
Yep.
I always think of hell.
AI crawlers are not blocked, which is great. That means that your AI can scan your website.
Okay.
You have question formatted blog content, which is, great. Like, how long does it take to float down the bowl? You have a deep FAQ, which is fantastic. Strong review corpus across TripAdvisor, Google, Yelp, Facebook. So third-party validations in place, which is what AI relies on. The XML sitemap properly referenced. Quotable facts on the site, absolutely.
Okay.
Now, here are the gaps, and it prioritized them.
Okay.
So high priority. Domain redirect is a 302, not a 301. So lazyday.ca goes to lazyday.raftrentals.com, returns a 302 temporary redirect. Temporary redirects tell search engines don't consolidate signals to the destination. Change to one permanent redirect. 5-minute fixed, real impact.
Okay.
Split brand identity confuses entity recognition. Lives on lazyday.raftrentals.com, but email is info@lazyday.ca, and marketing likely uses both. AI engines build a knowledge graph entity for the business. Fix the 301 redirect, pick one. What is that? I can't even say that. Main everywhere, and add organization schema with same as link to TripAdvisor, Google Business Profile, Yelp, Facebook, Instagram.
Okay.
And then it breaks it down even further. They say how to fix it, duplicate blog posts. All these are hurting you the most when it comes to citability. And then medium priority. Pricing page is thin. Competitor, the paddle station, publishes full ranges with no hidden fees promised.
Okay.
AI engines answering how much does it cost to float the bowl will cite whoever publishes complete numbers. Every raft size, kayak, shuttle, cooler, add-ons, damage deposit, everything.
Yeah. So everything is published, but you have to go into each raft rentals, kayaks, etc. So I guess it's looking for a consolidated version of that somewhere.
Yes, because it's not reading it the way that looking for it.
Okay.
Hours and season dates are vague on site. It says open 7 days a week with no times. Third parties published 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Maybe your site is vaguer than third-party listings. AI engines will answer from the third parties instead. Publish explicit hours, season open, close those, and shuttle season. It says June 27th is mentioned, but it's buried.
Okay.
Site great. Hey, Gene, there's a junk auto slug URL sits at the activity sitemap. Remove or don't index it.
Yeah.
Meta descriptions read awkwardly. Top one on TripAdvisor book.
Yeah.
Top one
that we paid a lot to who put that in. And I thought, okay, they know what they're doing, but
yeah, and they might, but this is just telling you how AI is reading it,
which is different than the SEO maybe here. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
As a human being, when you look at the difference, Calgary's #1 rated raft and kayak rentals on the Bow River since 20.
Yeah.
That's already better.
That's already, yeah, exactly.
And this cool feature here, so if you highlight something in Claude,
yeah,
like I just did here, it says tell Claude what to change. So I can pick something from the results and tell it to build on something or tweak something, right?
Okay. Wow.
And then lower priority content freshness and EEAT, most blog dates to 2021 to 2022, some updated on 25-24, no author bylines. You want this coming from a specific person.
Oh, okay.
So add your name, for example, Heather, or if your partners, and add a short bio.
Okay.
Update date visibility so that the top posts and the freshest posts stay on top. Title tag underuse. Homepage title is fine, but service pages can target query language. For example, Bow River Raft Rentals of Calgary from $43.
Okay.
And then it goes into the GEO.
Yes.
So making sure AI assistants recommend and cite you whenever someone asks, what should I do in Calgary this summer? Or best draft rental for the Bow River. And this is really interesting. How AI engines currently see Lazy Day. It's favorable, crawlable by AI bots for sure. It has the LLMS document. Number one placement in citable roundups, like the best Calgary curiosity. Coverage in Paddling Magazine, dominant trip advisor presence, direct answer blog content. When AI engines synthesize Bow River rafting, Lazy Day has a strong odds of appearing, which is fantastic. Risk factors, entity fragmentation across two domains, missing structured data, vague hours and pricing that force AI engines to rely on third-party data that goes stale, and duplicate content, diluting retrieval.
Okay.
And then here it tells you how to fix it.
Okay.
Step on seven things that you could do to fix it pretty more quickly. And if your site was attached to Claude, for example, you can say, yep, go ahead and execute, and it'll get done. We showed you.
Amazing.
Yeah. And then content gap opportunities. So these are the things that your competitors are not owning, that if you dominate this pretty quickly. So if you write a post about, you're going to dominate it. Floating the Bow River with kids.
Age limits.
Bow River water levels. Is the river open today? Stampede Week plus floating the bow. Versus paddleboard on the bow. Corporate event ideas, Calgary summer.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Those are quick, easy wins for you.
And so easy, just like we do 200 plus groups, person groups, but we're apparently barely marketing it.
Yeah.
And that's where we pivot to get more corporates every year, increase that percentage. So that's right. We're telling it. We're a well-kept secret too.
Exactly. Right. And I don't know if your marketing team would have caught that. Clearly they didn't.
No, I'm the marketing. That's me. No, I'm the everything. Yeah. Sorry, the previous ones. Yeah, no, they didn't.
Yeah. And then the paddle station, competitive notes. So clearest pricing in the market, no hidden fees, positioning, claims one of the only full service rafting rental companies in Alberta, which is not true, right? Their transparency is their GEO edge, neutralized by publishing competing or complete pricing. Riverside rafting, newer entrant, positioned as Calgary's ultimate Bow River experience. And then your moat, this is longest float, 15 kilometers, biggest review corpus, shuttle service, wildest fleet, solo pack raft of 12-person rafts. I don't know if you guys can read this because my voice is just going. And number one slot in most roundups. The GEO job is defending that lead with better machine readable facts, not catching up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So I can share this with you if you'd like.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah. So this is the kind of in-depth
analysis.
Digging,
and
analysis. Yeah, that AI does that humans it's harder for us to catch on, and it's easier for us to miss it.
Yeah, exactly.
And for those of you who don't have a website yet, you could get something pretty close to this by having a conversation with it and talking about who you are and what you want to be when you grow up and the plan that you have to eventually have this application that does this thing for these people and that kind of thing. And then it will start to derive a lot of this kind of information and say, okay, here's some of the things that you need to do. Here's the most important stuff. Here's the stuff that you can do later. Here's stuff you can keep on the back burner for the future. It will do that in a very simple way.
Is that what it brought?
And then one thing here, Heather, I don't know if you caught it, but it says, one cat. I couldn't inspect raw HTML remotely, so no structured data should be confirmed with Google rich results test before presenting it as a fact. And it flagged it in the report.